Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to the episode of our Assassin's Creed Odyssey Let's Play. And we pick it back here in Elysium, and we're in a very different part of the map than last episode. We're all the way here out east, in next to the river under a wooden bridge. And if you guys would recall, that is one of the location quest, engraving quest. Right here, it says marbles and limestone can't hold forever. A house needs reinforcement, and its foundation must be built to endure. One faulty crack can destroy everything. I fell with my eroding fortification into the water to the east, and will be shadowed by a wooden bridge forever if not found. So right under a wooden bridge, there's a bunch of hanging wooden bridges all over the east, and I found it where it is, so we're going to show you guys where the exact location is. Then we'll actually go do this one, which is in the northern territory, the final engravings in Elysium, where it is at the edge of the river Styx. It's at the tail end of the river in the north, and it's tucked into the leaves of a thriving bush. So we'll find both of these, which will clear all the engraving quest, and then what we will do this episode is we will head up to the final area. There's one remaining zone that we haven't done yet. We'll go do that, and then we'll wrap up with this rebellion uprising, which is the last quest in this chapter 1, and it will be conquest battle, which is why we actually have a very different gear. So if you take a look at us, we look very different from where we were left off. We had the pirate's gear from before, which is a very heavy assassin gear, and now we have a mixed bag of armors and items. Our weapon is this flaming sword. We'll show you guys the set. So I prepared a warrior build for us for this conquest battle that's going to come up. All the gears are upgraded to level 93. It took me a while to actually get there, and I actually leveled up during that process because we were actually resource poor. See, leather is really stretched. We also ran out of obsidian glass for a while. I had to do some missions to pick up more. Money is a little bit healthy, but it's actually quite low because we had to spend a ton of gold. I actually spent a bunch of gold on upgrading engravings. So this one is not fully upgraded. It still will cost us a lot more gold to fully upgrade these. You see the 28% fire damage. The first 5 ticks on the left are from engraving location and like killing enemies with fire weapon, and you level those up. And the final 5 evolves the workshop in the north in Mollis, the Hespetic workshop, whatever. It's the hidden one in the cliff. We've been there once. Basically, you pay money for the last 5 ticks on the right for engravings. For the others that are normally on the weapon, those you get just by leveling up past level 91, and those we have already. And as you can see with our build, our main weapon of choice here is this sword, mainly because it offers 40% fire damage, and we're using like a fire based attack. It gives fire buildup, and we finally engraved the weapon with fire, so it's always active fire. And then I picked out the spear as the secondary weapon, not because it's like super optimum, but because it has 50% crit damage on top, which is a critical part of our build. Ideally, if we could find an epic gear that's a sword, so warrior damage sword with fire damage 40% multiplier, and also with sword damage multiplier, which could be 30%, and then we add like 30% armor penetration on top of that, it would be ideal. If we could find a bow that's epic, that's warrior, that's also has 10% crit chance somewhere in there, or we can just engrave it. So you notice I spent a lot of gold on upgrading this crit chance to the full 10%. And that's going to be a big deal because we don't really need this bow to be firing fire arrows for this build. That's actually a wasted engraving spot that we could actually boost damage for our warrior build, which is going to just be slashing enemies with this sword. Our gears are, fully decked out for that purpose. You see the 30% damage with sword here, the crit chance with full health 20%. Fire damage could be up to 40, but we don't have that fully upgraded. Bracers and belt are the waist are the only 2 gears that you can put the crit chance on. So we put the 10 and the 10% here. The rest is crit damage with full health, all damage. It's not ideal, but we're just using it. Couldn't find anything better. 50% crit damage. The all damage is not ideal because the 10% number is quite small, right? The crit damage 50, sword damage 30, fire damage 40. They're all big numbers. So you could actually get a lot more value since we're only focusing on a certain type of build. But 10% is what we have, so we'll deal with that. We put the 2% damage dealt restored as health on there so that as we do damage in our warrior build, we can heal and maintain our full health to activate all the bonuses that we get for crit chance and crit damage when full health. And we already kind of seen the belt. This one needed to be upgraded past 90, but we kind of ran out of leather, so it will have to do at 86. Maybe I can try to visit the blacksmith here in Elysium before we go take the fight and try to upgrade this a little bit. We get 10% more crit damage when full health and also 1% damage overall. A couple, I think 2% warrior damage on top of that. And then mercenary boots over here. This one's perfect. 20% crit chance when full health, 40% crit damage when full health. This one's missing an actual engraving location that we have to find in Greece, not in Elysium, to max it out. And then we can go to the shop and spend a ton of gold to boost it 5 times to the full 100% crit damage. So this build still has a lot of room to grow. 2 items that could be swapped, a few other items that could be swapped, and a few engraving that can be upgraded. And this one can even be upgraded in terms of level. So there's still a lot of room to improvement. But even at this current given state, if you look at the stats, well, first off, warrior damage is 252, which is great. And other than that, damage with sword 57, could be 60 if we have better engravings, I believe. This is the key stat right here. Critical hit chance with full health, 98.5. It's not 100 because I didn't make it 100. I can make it 100 by adding the last 1.5, but I didn't do it. I'll show you guys where and why. And we are doing 525% critical chance damage, or critical hit damage when full health. So we hit crit all the time, or mostly all the time, and it hits really hard. So technically this is going to feel like assassin damage build, except for on all your attacks. So it has very good potential in conquest battles, and we hit hard and we heal hard, and it should be really good for the conquest battle upcoming. Fire damage is great, build up's great, duration's great. We didn't really go too hard on this because with the crit we actually kill people really fast. We're still pretty glass cannon. We didn't get any of the resistances. In the future, I would like to explore a build where we could have like ridiculous amount of resistance. Like if you have 100%, or actually 100% is probably impossible, but if you can get like 90% melee resistance, then what you do is only take 10% of the melee damage that's done to you. So it's quite good actually. We'll work on those in the future. So that's basically our build. The last 1.5% that we don't have is because I didn't go all in on the crit chances here. So you notice I went 15 points in all the builds, because let's take this one for example, or actually this is a perfect example. The full 20 points will give us 10% crit chance while full health. So going 3/4 of the way in terms of skill points give us 90% of the benefits. So this way, with 3 of these, we can save enough to get another one, right? So there's no reason for me to invest 5 more points here for that last 1% when I could get like, you know, so much more out of another stat. And the other part of that is in hunting, I believe. Yeah, there's 5% that you could get here that we chose to only get 4.5%. So that's the missing 1.5%. All right, but that's enough explaining about what we're doing. Our skill wheel is very simple. We decided to just go with a very clean warrior build. Crowd clearing. We're still doing hero strike just because it's so good. Even if we don't have that much assassin damage, it's still heavy damage. Definitely the Fury of Belial gives us adrenaline segments, and also now that it scales off warrior damage, we actually do a lot of warrior damage. And lastly, we went with the basic battle cry of Ares, simply because this one deals in assassin damage and it has less time, half the time. So this actually makes more sense for us doing a warrior build. Not only are we invincible for longer, we also don't convert our assassin damage, which we don't actually have in this build. So that's pretty much explaining the build. We're gonna dive underwater here where you see this structure. And we're going to find our last ethos damage engraving. Actually, second to last, because there's 2. And the one that we're looking for is actually... There should be a statue here that's sunken that we can interact with. We'll find it. It's along this ruins. We should be able to find it before we run out of breath. Ah, there we go. See this statue right here? There we go. So 16% damage on ethos. This is the 4th tick. And then we're going to actually fast travel again. The last one's right here. That's the end of the river. There's a bush right here that we can go get. But first we're going to fast travel to here, clear this location, jump down, and then backtrack to the fight. Alrighty. Now I believe...
Best stay out of sight.
I believe everyone's hostile to us simply because we already pissed off the queen and the rebellion has started. So, I mean, the civilians won't be angry at us, but all the soldiers here, if they bump into us, will be aggressive towards us. So we're gonna take a unconventional route towards that last point there. But if we do run into anyone, we can fight them. Show off our build. I'm pretty confident in it. I've been doing daily missions with them, and I feel like it works very well. Obviously, you don't get as much clean kills as you do with assassins. You know, you still want that, but with this build, I feel like we can even maybe challenge some legendary beasts. Of course, we could try to gear a set towards you know, legendary beasts with, you know, 50% animal damage, which I think is what it is. So you see that guy right there? That's the room we want to go in. There are windows, I believe. Yes, there's a window right here. And this supposedly is a vault. And we should be killing things and stealing treasures here. First off, can we identify the treasures and the people that we have to kill? So that's the captain. He's next to a treasure. That's the tower. That's another treasure. Where's the third? We're here, right at that triangle. Okay, that's definitely the conquest battle. Rebels, right? Rebel camp. Okay, we're scanning way down below. I feel like we got it. Alright, it's actually a big chest, like a national treasure chest. That's okay. Alright, we can still assassinate. We just don't do as much. But if we crit, we can still do a lot. And we do crit a lot. So don't underestimate the assassin damage on this build. Because of the crits. See the crit? 98%, 98.5% is no joke. And we do like, you know, 525 extra damage when we crit. So that's like 6 times the damage that we see. So we can actually do something like this. Where we actually play pretty aggressive with assassin build. And then once we get into the mess, we show off our warrior damage. You see how this Fury of the Bloodline, 2 stabs of it and he's dead. And we're gonna go invincible. Actually, we can't because he sealed our abilities. We can still use this. We will still crit on it. Alright, we don't need abilities to kill him. See that 1 hit? 2 hit? We 2 hit them. It's pretty cool. It's definitely a lot more damage than we were doing with our chicken scratch assassin build. That was worthless once we get into battle. And the fact that we were at 1/4 health all the time, that definitely didn't help. Alright, let's pop this. Steal the last chest, jump down into the fountain area there. Not the fountain, the river. And then we'll be able to pick up the last engraving and actually pretty much finish this entire territory. Alright, we're headed over there. See that big bush over there by the end of the river? That's what we're looking for. And since this was a fire build, we went with the fire horse.
Let's go.
Alright, we'll pick up this final location here, and then we'll run back to the rebels and kick off the final conquest battle. And finally end this territory. And we should be able to one-hit these now. If we can even run up to them. See? That crit with the warrior damage? A lot of damage. But it's very expensive to put together such a build. Right, so you have this giant bush area. If you go inside, you see a very pretty flower bed under this branch. And that's where you find the last interact here, the sleeping giant. And now we can finish our quest line by going back to the town. We'll just go to our horse again. And we can kick off this final conquest battle here. And maybe for once we don't need to jump from captain to captain like very selectively. We can just go around slashing everyone, killing everyone. That would be a nice feeling. And it's also very different from our mallet warrior build where we basically... Okay, we're burning. Where basically we were using the overpower attack, the R, to chain people during conquest battles. This one we can just fight like pretty standard. Where is the rebels? Oh, right there. Ah, that's the camp. Alright, Ardonis. Let's kick us off here. Ready to strike.
I've had scouts looking everywhere for you. I didn't think to check Persephone's throne room.
You should be thanking me. Persephone knows what we're doing. She's prepared.
That's so? Then we need to strike, and we need to do it now.
For Aphrodite.
And for your freedom to breach the gate out of this realm.
All right, muster your troops. We're going to battle.
Alrighty, let's kick some Ethu's butt. Now, obviously we could got the Ethu's multiplier on our weapons, but I don't think we need that. That would be overkill. And then we had to give up other multipliers. See? 2 hit. 2 hit. Crowd clear. 1 hit. Look at those guys. All die. All die because of the crit. This is great. Never felt this good. What assassin build. We're not even using overpowered attacks. We can literally just run in to a crowd and then blow people up with our Ring of Chaos, and the crit kills almost everything. Oh, we got a Colossi on us. That's kind of like a hero part. Where is it? Oh, it's running down here. We might have to activate this first. Look at that damage. And then a Fury of the Bloodline finishes him off. Easy. Alright, we're not full health right now, so we're not critting. We just gotta do damage. See, we're doing much less damage when we're not full health. So just keep attacking until we are full health. And then we start critting like crazy again. And then we blow people up with this ability. And they're done. We won this conquest battle. Yeah, but keeping full health is pretty critical.
in my way!
It was you this whole time? You let me worry about these delinquents? All my worry, all this suffering, was because of you!
I told you I'm getting to that gate whether Persephone likes it or not. Now, get out of my way!
I will not!
It doesn't have to be like this, Hermes.
It could have been different between us. You were my friend, but you've given me no option. I have to protect the one I love.
Oh, he made up his mind. Oh, okay, okay. We need to stack damage to heal, which probably means we need to over-attack him, because we're not critting right now. The fire component's not even that important, but I would like to light him up. And then I'll do an overpower, which should... it's not healing us. What is that? No idea. Alright, now we're full health. I'm gonna do another overpowered on top while we're full health to get all the crits. Look at the damage. Alright, let's see if we can... That doesn't actually do much against him. Ooh. We're waiting for cooldowns basically at this point. Fury of the Bloodline would be great. This should kill him.
Stop! Pathetic! You failed me for the last time, Hermes Trismegistus.
Hermes! That's it. Persephone's control over Elysium needs to end.
Well,
now.
Our build is great. We beat a god down. Now let's go beat another god down, or goddess, and get done with this chapter. Alright, knock knock.
You don't move a muscle. Don't let her get away with anything. We're in this together. I'll always be at your service. Even outside of Elysium? If it comes to that? I'll be there. For now, I'll leave you two. I'm sure there's plenty to talk about.
You're making a huge mistake.
With war brewing outside my window, I wonder what you'd suggest I do instead.
Your beautiful Elysium has turned to rubble, all because of your stubbornness, Persephone.
You fool! I made this place beautiful for you! Nothing I've ever done for your love has been good enough!
You're a prisoner too. You should know it's impossible to love your captor. This is the last time I'll ask. Let us go. Let me go.
You've turned this whole realm against me. But you didn't do it alone. Go. Your friend here won't be as lucky.
Thank you, Persephone. I'm forever grateful. Go easy on Cassandra.
Your turn.
We don't have to do this. Just let me pass through Elysium. Adonis would have rallied the people with or without my help.
You're lying.
Persephone, you don't have to control everything. You're free to let go. Maybe you can finally go home.
You know nothing of what I've been through. I was stolen from your world. I had no choice but to take this one for myself.
world is mine. Alone. Rose? Good dog. Good dog.
Victoria! No time for that! Abstergo's found us!
Modern day Templars. Oh wow. Oh, we don't have a health bar. I wonder if we can even die here. We also don't have our awesome warrior multiplier. But seems like Ross is short for Cerberus, the three-headed guardian of the underworld.
Don't!
Layla!
Tell your boss I'm ready. Also, Bird could come get me himself. If he's not a coward.
What the hell is wrong with you?
What else could I do? They were out to kill us. Even Elysium ran for the hills.
There was no reason to massacre them.
Everything okay down there? Sounded like a war zone.
We're fine, Alana. But don't expect much action anytime soon. Seems like this specific memory in the Animus is down for the count.
Let me guess. That happened when you ripped me out. Great. That's the last thing we need.
I had no choice. Complaining won't repair the computer. The memory files are overriding each other, and I'll need time to sort them out.
You know what? I need some time alone. May as well head back to Greece until Elysium returns anyway.
Okay, interesting. So, I feel like that's... So we can't do world map. So the only choice is to talk to her. There's no... Well, there's a mission. Oh, this is the computer file you can pull up. So this is the yeah, you don't see this very often. So this is the real world, quote-unquote, manual screen where you can check like emails you received from your team about different assignments. Okay. Bios of the gods. Persephones. And so basically the people in the Fate of Atlantis DLC. Hecate. Alright, let's not ruin too much of the story. We're gonna hop back in and beat the dog, whose collar we know is the key to the next, to the underworld, basically, past the realm of Elysium. And I think if we talk to her, we basically kickstart chapter 2. But that seems to be the only way in, so let's go.
That wasn't so long of a wait, was it? I've patched the memories, and we're good to go back in the simulation.
With Abstergo on our tails, we have to move fast. You can't blame me for being eager to get going.
I won't blame you if you don't blame me for what happened earlier. It's just, Atlantis isn't our little secret anymore. Let's try to move on, shall we?
Victoria, you have to trust me in there. I know what I'm doing.
We're friends, Layla. But more than that, I'm your doctor. I can't ignore what's happening to your body when you're in there. Something is really off.
I'm fine. I don't know how much more doctor talk I can take.
Ugh, I'll never get used to that. She comes out of nowhere.
Glad you're back. Bet even you didn't see that Abstergo ambush coming, Elysium.
Not exactly. But as long as they're gone and you're ready, Your journey with the staff continues.
After that cliffhanger in the pit of Elysium, you bet I'm ready. I have to see what happens next.
By interacting with the Keeper's insights in Elysium, Cassandra exchanged knowledge with the staff. That means by extension of the Animus, so have you.
I gotta tell you, I do feel stronger somehow.
Try to keep your head in there. Good luck, Layla.
Rose? Good dog. Good dog. Bad dog!
Alright, let's test our luck against this thing. Guys, get some action. Oh, we missed!
What happened to you?
Okay, got it. Okay. Okay, we hit pretty hard. Oh, so much for keeping full health. Okay, we're probably gonna die here. We missed our first attack, and then we got hit by a bouncy thing. Our 20 seconds gonna run out soon. What's he doing? He got another jump. Oh, he breathes fire. Oh, and we can. Oh, we step on it, we burn. Okay, take 2. Don't miss our Fury of the Bloodline, and just try to stay alive. All right, we can skip this. All right, we'll let him jump us.
What happened to you?
And then when he's close, oh, he backs off. Okay. We roll. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Alright, we got that hit. Oh! What? Okay, now I could use some of that animal damage. Maybe we need to activate the 20-second invulnerability right away. Alright, 3rd time's the charm. Alright, we got our... Oh, and we dodged. Nice roll. Alright, we missed that, but it's okay. He missed that one. We dodge. We dodge. Okay, we dodge with ability. Alright, nice. Let's activate this just for damage. We said... Oh, one bite takes off all our health? That's ridiculous. Oh, something's wrong. Oh, let's play phase 2. It's wasting our timer. Oh, what the heck? How's that fair? Okay. Slash, slash. I think our basic hack still does a lot. It's probably gonna blow fire on us. Oh, what the heck? Come over? Good. And then we just need to do an overpowered attack on it. Oh, we had it. We had it. We messed up. I misjudged the distance. Yeah, I stepped into fire. A little bit more patience. We had him. Okay, I guess 4th time the charm. Alright, let's see. The jump, we dodge. Run up for this move, which we do. Might as well activate this for damage, and then we do overpowered attack, which does a lot. Alright, he's down to tier... Okay, he's transformed. This is phase 2 after half health. And we use the ability to dodge that move. Okay, this fire breathing thing is insane. Alright, now we just wait for the Fury of the Bloodline to come back. Just keep dodging, I guess. Oh my god. Oh, I guess we just... Okay. Not much we can do about that. Oh my god. I gotta wait till he jumps at me. We have the Bloodline ready. Alright, we hop back. Bloodline him. Oh, wait. I click 3. It... Alright, it's gonna take a couple more tries. Alright, Cerberus take 5. New approach. We activate this right away. Pop this. Alright, but we lost our critical hit bonus, which really sucks. And we can't really heal it back. Alright, we R him. Alright, now we just dodge until we get our Madness of Ares back. Alright, that's the one that hurts a lot. The rest are just fire breathing attacks. Alright, we can circle him. Oh, he's predicting our movement. Whoa, seriously? It's almost back. Jump, 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 jump. Alright. 3 him for some ability back. Alright, now we can pop this. We can even forward roll into that. Slash, 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 slash. Pop it back below half health, maybe? Yes, we got him below half health. Now we just got dodge for a long time. Until we get the Madness of Ares back again. This part is going to be difficult. Okay, so that's far enough range. Dodge the Flame Breath. Keep dodging that. Alright, don't want him to touch us here. He's gonna breathe fire like crazy. Just stay the hell away. Fireball us, come on. Come on, puppy. Nope, can't touch us. Even though if you touch us, we die. Oh dear. Flamethrower. Nope, fireball. It's almost back, it's almost back. Be patient, be patient. Alright, we don't want to be too far away from him when it's back. Alright, jump at us, jump at us. We gap close ourselves. Slash, slash, R. 3. Oh, we missed the 3. No. Just want to light him up. Alright, we'll be patient again. We can dodge everything. His fire is gone. Seems like he takes fire damage, which is interesting. Oh, we should have stepped back into the flame. We don't want to engage him right now. Just gonna breathe the flamethrower, pull away as far. We almost have the cooldown back. Try to light him up. He's on fire again. Our cooldown's back. Jump, 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 jump us. Okay. Activate. Alright, now we would have died. We would have died again. Oh no, 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 no. Come back to us. We need to gap close one more time without dying. I could either overpower attack him or just play it safe. I think we should just play it safe. So much effort wasted. I think we might even be able to burn him alive. Alright. Dodge. Die, puppy. Die, puppy. Yes! Oh, 5 tries. Alright, Staff of the Dead. Let's check that out. New legendary gear. So that was a legendary beast battle. Or legendary, maybe not beast, but like legendary creature, so like Cyclops. Tame beast deal poison damage. Okay, so it's like a hunter poison damage build. You have a tame beast that goes out, do damage, and you shoot arrows from the back. We could maybe play around with a build like that in the future, but it's not going to be very useful for us right now. Let's go into the underworld, it seems. That's the destination here, right? Cerberus guards the gate of the underworld. And I bet that's chapter 2. Elysium was chapter 1, and we completed that. So open sesame.
You reek of mortal.
Hades.
The last mortal to dance with Cerberus and live was Heracles. But then he had Athena and Hermes wrapped around his mighty finger. So tell me, who's wrapped around your finger? Which god helped you slay my beast?
There were no gods in that pit. Just me and my spear.
So you did have help from the gods. I know who you are. What you've done. And I'd say you owe me, Keeper.
It wasn't my plan to be thrown down that hole. But here I am. What do you want from me?
Thanks to you, my realm is more chaotic than ever. With Cerberus gone, there's nothing to stop the dead from crossing over to the world of the living.
So find another dog.
You find another dog! I'm sorry you had to see that. The blood runs hot in my family. You did this, so I think it's only fair that you fix it.
Fine. Tell me where you keep the multi-headed monsters around here, and I'll be right back.
No, my dear Keeper. My realm, my rules. I have 4 gates. Instead of 1 guardian for them all, I want you to find me 4 guardians. 1 for each of them. The underworld is filled with kings, heroes, legends, all lost, all trying to find purpose. You could give them that purpose.
The Cerberus was a fierce guardian. What human could replace him?
No human could. A legend, though, immortal in the minds of the living, would strike terror in any who dare to cross over. Find me 4 of those.
And if I don't find these guardians, then what?
Boundaries between the world of the living and the realm of the dead will melt. The vile creatures locked away in Tartaros will roam free. Mortal souls will wander lost for eternity. And I will be very, very angry with you.
Teach me how to use this staff, and it's a deal.
Ah, yes. The trials of the Keeper. I've already heard how you'll stop at nothing to figure out that boring little stick of yours.
This boring little stick.
Tell you what. Go talk to my ferryman, Charon. Help him put things back in order, and I'll help you fulfill your destiny. See what you've done? These are everywhere now. Fix it.
Oh, I'll fix it.
My brother and I have a little wager on whether or not you'll succeed in your quest. Don't let me down. You don't want to owe me twice.
Alright, Tataro's Rift. Prisoners of Tataro's have escaped through rifts in the underworld. Interact with Tataro's Rift to occupy the same plane of existence as those shaded prisoners and fight them in their true form. So if we step on that, we can fight those guys. Tartaros is kind of like the worst version of the underworld. So like Elysium is where all the good souls go. Regular people go to underworld. The worst kinds go to Tartaros as a prison. At least in Greek mythology. So we're not going to be fighting them now. We're going to end our episode. We did plenty. We exited Elysium, fought the three-headed dog, actually went back to the present, fought Abstrago, goons, and then fought the Cerberus three-headed dog, and now we're in the underworld with Icaros. Amazing. And we'll be fighting these guys next time we come back. But we might take a break in between Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, and this is definitely Chapter 2. We might go back to Greece World and level up a bit more, do some more of the quest. Explore the usage of our warrior build, even though our clothing looks like a piece of hemp right there, but a lot of good stats on that. So we'll head back, do a couple so-called filler episode perhaps in between, maybe hunt down some legendary beast. Now that we kill the three-headed dog, how hard can a one-headed boar be? Who knows? Maybe super hard. We can find out. So see you guys next time. Bye.